the silver vampire theory
Mhm.
presupposes they would not be able to see the reflection in water.
See, that's interesting too. I don't know about that. Like, like a window, right? Like a window made of glass that, right?
Right?
Again, it's down to the lore, right? And
Yeah.
also, have you thought about your vampires in your whatever context you're talking about, and why? Like, do are they reflected in stream, right? Or water or glass or whatever? Yeah.
By the way, people just joining us, this all came out of my spouse saying, if vampires do a live stream, is it an undead stream? And of course, ADHD did what ADHD does.
There's no
And,
stopping
and
it.
I always assumed the cameras didn't work, not because of the silver nitrate involved, but because of the reflection, that it was a reflection thing. And so therefore you couldn't see
I
the
mean,
a mirrored
technically,
camera. So then modern cameras
technically,
would.
if if it was just a reflection issue, you couldn't see vampires at all because refraction of light is how human eyes work. So by that theory, you cannot see vampires ever.
But then again, the primary lore I follow, vampires are fine with silver and have reflections. So werewolves, however, are allergic and it burns them like acid, but only on physical contact.
I have a whole concept for my D&D world where if someone is a sufficient level of cleric or paladin, the touch of their skin on an undead or an unholy creature burns, just the same as holy water or the holy symbol.
Yeah. In fact, there is this one where you go back to where one of the vampires that is probably 4 digits years old, maybe multiples of 4 digits years old. He is talking to a fae and he's burned by silver, like, and she said, he goes, oh, it's because I'm unholy, like I'm evil, silver can't touch evil. And she goes, nonsense, my father touched silver all the time.
Whoa! Oh, that's good. That's a good line. Oh,
Yeah.
chef's kiss. Well done. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, yes.
So, welcome to the weekly review, brought to you by Vampires and Werewolves, apparently.
Yes, because we can't discuss it in excruciating detail. Are we really nerds? No, the answer is no.
So welcome.
It's so appropriate that we're having this conversation, given there's a vampire on my iPad wallpaper. Psych, there's always a vampire on my wallpaper.
Right. Yeah. That's where I was gonna go with that. And I can't find lip gloss, and it's making me a little crazy.
I'm so sorry.
I'll survive. If I leave this door, though, I may never get to come back. So, Ollie, are you up for saying what a weekly review is, or shall I?
Go find some lip gloss and I'll do it. Weekly review is the time for figure. What?
Go ahead. I can't leave the room because toddler, but I'll look around.
Okay. A weekly review is a time to find out what, in fact, is even going on. Like our friend Slarty Bartfast, who, in fact, doesn't think there's a possibility of him finding out, but there is for us. If he had a weekly review, he might have more hope of that outcome. Common things to do during a weekly review include looking at your task list, looking at your projects list, looking at your calendar, your agenda, your diary, your linear tracking of the fourth dimension. And trying to understand what is happening, what isn't happening, what's blocked, what's given you trouble, what's putting a hitch in your get along, and understanding all of that better without actually, you're welcome, without actually doing any of it. The theory is not to get the report finished or to do the proofreading or to answer the email. The idea is to think about all of those things, unless it is a 2-minute or less action that will take you less than 2 minutes to do. Occasionally with ADHD, we allow ourselves an emotional 2 minutes. Also, especially if it's a case of doing this now will save me a lot of time because I'm kind of into it right now, but if I wait, I might not be. And so we will use that motivation spoons coupon while it's available. That's what I got for a weekly review. Did I miss anything they said as RSD mounts preemptively?
No, that was beautiful and detailed. And I still found no lip gloss, but I appreciate the opportunity to look. Okay. I did think of another saying that is not related at all. Can I tell you anyway?
Yeah.
I didn't brush my teeth with gunpowder this morning, so I could go shooting my mouth off.
That's amazing. So that is, I love that. I love that so much. No, I was designing discovering a original character yesterday who would absolutely say that. Did y'all brush your teeth with gunpowder this morning? Because you're shooting off your mouth something fierce.
Yeah, it's our favorite werewolf. He has great sayings like that. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, do tell me more, because I need some more Southern America.
He's a Texas cowboy. So
yeah. Like, so is his character.
When he actually herded cattle, because he's like,
right,
I don't know, 150 or something.
Yeah. Oh, he's just a baby. He's just a baby.
Well, anyway, oh my gosh, it looks like our subtitles are working. That's beautiful. Ooh. Ozak reminded me recently about that. I don't think you were on at the time.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think that I was. Yeah.
Okay. So
paint me purple and call me Barney. What?
For my weekly review are not to think about how I wish I'd got a lawn elliptical workout so that I could have started the review and some of the tasks. And also an intention is to not try to work on the newsletter that I'm feeling bad, isn't done yet. None of those things. Mm-hmm. Instead, today my goals involve getting through some projects and planning as necessary, probably bringing in a project. I keep thinking, oh, this is a project I could start planning on a walk. And that is true. But would you like to guess if it has happened yet in the last 2 weeks?
It has happened every single day, like clockwork, every 8 hours.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So no, it hasn't happened. So I may plan that one, or at the very least figure out the very next action, which is all you really have to do. Mm-hmm. I may plan the very next action for that instead. And yeah. So I want to clear out some projects, but I definitely have to do that calendar review first because I got some big stuff coming up. And yikes. Oh, and plan another project I don't want to plan because it's not fun. It's filled with crap I don't want to do, like make medical appointments.
Oof.
For checkups I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So
and when it's the outcome, not the experience.
No. Do you know what the reason is? Would you like to know the reason I need to make these?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I should.
Oh. How dare you use that filthy language in my presence?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not motivating. I'm gonna write that down.
I would like to brag that I am icing my knees, even though I don't really want to do that. I luckily am not a person who experiences sensory issues with it, but still don't. I
dislike the cold heartily, so do not like icing, and sometimes need to anyway.
The original character is called Ghost. I've been killing folk long enough that people just call me Ghost. I forgot my own damn name.
Okay.
He has a partner in crime who refers to him exclusively as Lucy. No one else is allowed that.
Welcome everyone else to the review. If you have intentions, feel free to share them. And yeah, we should do a review and junk. What do you think?
I am ready to do a review.
Am I allowed to share your part of the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are. Where? In the name of all, there it is. Oh, yeah. The inbox numbers are not going to be that pretty.
Well, I haven't
That's
shared.
a number.
For some reason, I can't scroll the list of screens to share with my external mouse.
All right. Adam 1. It's very, very difficult to pick a fight with Ghost. He basically does not rise to any bait. However, if you insult his mother, you do not survive that. End of story. Even if Ghost dies in the process, he will never let an insult to his mother stand. It does not happen. Okay. Oh. Have I told you recently how glad I am that we're friends? Is that something I've said recently? Because it's true. It's always true. But so I'm not hearing anything from you. Not sure why. As far as I can tell, I'm connected to my device. Nope. Nope. But let me switch to speaker on mine in case I'm the issue. Okay, you are now on speaker on my device. Try speaking again. Nope. Yeah. Anybody in the comments to tell us if it's a me issue?
I can see that it doesn't register my microphone.
Hey, we're back.
Sudden, it is not registering my external microphone when it was before. This sounds like a serious problem.
I'm so sorry.
Boop, boop, boop. Hear it now?
Yep, can. I'm hearing you good.
You know, I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Yeah. That usually fixes me.
I'm going to just try to let my brain move on from that.
Sorry.
I don't care.
Amazing. Okay, there we go. I have captured that thing.
You have captured thing?
Yep. The
Beautiful,
thing that I
thank
thumbs
you.
up in our text thread has now been
because when there's a thumbs up, I'm like, I don't know if that's a who got it.
Yeah. That's why I also did verbal. Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to tell you, I am at an 8.5 out of 10 overwhelm.
I'm so sorry. Is this a Richter scale or linear?
It is linear, I believe is.
I mean, either way, it's bad.
Yeah.
Hi, Ozak.
I am familiar with base 10 mathematics. I am less familiar with the Richter scale specifically. So I'm going, if 10 is the maximum.
Exponential as opposed to linear.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah.
Is my understanding. I am not a
this,
geologist.
in this, yes.
Oh, that's to my favorite. For some reason, your chat was not filling in at that point. Like, I don't know why I didn't see it, but I didn't see it until I like refreshed my browser. Anyway, my favorite werewolf is gay cowboy werewolf from the Mercy Thompson series, which is
I
Urban.
should really look this character up because Ghost is also gay. Is favorite werewolf character also riddled with internalized homophobia, or just the regular
I
amount?
mean, he keeps a lot of his feelings to himself because he's a cowboy.
True.
But also lots of other werewolves hunt down gay werewolves. So he's got plenty of externalized homophobia.
Yes, which can make it better or worse depending on the context and the person.
Also, they can smell the emotions of people around them, so they know when they're disliked.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I know his partner really does because of how he's presented. But
yeah.
Anyway, so that is my favorite werewolf. Ozox is Willow's best friend Oz in Buffy. Or maybe that was asking if that was who mine is. I've never seen Buffy. I know that this is a stain on my nerd record, but it's true. Intention is figuring out and do whatever is in the way of actually getting outdoors to look at how dead the strawberries are. I feel that. I have a basket of strawberries and other things that I bought on Saturday sitting in my kitchen because they have little strawberry buds, and all the other strawberries I bought, they've been picked off by all the animals around. And and there's bugs and stuff. And so I feel like until we hang some CDs or get some netting, they're not allowed outside. So they're just sitting in my kitchen, not thriving in my kitchen.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I understood that well enough to recite it. Anyway, thank you. Enemies of BCS do less well, or friendship is magical. I don't know. Anyway, yes, I'm very excited about strawberries, and I hope some survive of mine, and I hope some of yours survive. I definitely am. Do you know what occurred to me, Ollie? As okay,
yeah.
GTD Paladin. Forgive me for I know I've sinned.
Yes. I mean, that would be more Catholic.
Do you know what occurred to me over the long weekend?
What occurred to you?
I have all of these tasks I've been doing around creating a food garden, which is a thing I've been actively doing. I don't have a garden project in my system.
Oh,
okay. Realized it. And I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, I need to do that. Where is that that's not captured anywhere. I don't have a project. I had already decided I was going to have a ChatGPT channel for being my gardening expert and knowing all of the plants that I have and helping me maintain it. And so that's on it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta hang these things. And I'm like, oh, there's not a task for that. So that is a thing I need to add to my list for today. I'm not distractible today. You're distractible today.
That's incorrect. I'm distractible every day.
I'm extra distractible today.
Notice
garden project.
So I have good news and bad news. Are you ready?
Yes.
Which one do you want to hear first?
The bad one.
Okay. So the bad news is I no longer can upload the supporting documentation for the disability tax credit that I am applying for because it has been processed. The good news is it's been processed. The additional bad news is that the correspondence has been mailed to me. Guess who's going on strike again at midnight tonight? Canada Post.
You guys had so many issues with your post.
Yes. Yes, that's what happens when you have a hybrid a government run and privatized system. You get
like
the
that?
worst of both worlds. Yeah.
I think ours is also a weird combination.
Mm-hmm.
I said out loud I was going to update a project. I think I wrote it down. Oh, right. I don't want to. I just saw the planned healthcare projects again.
Well, okay. That's okay. I'm gonna just briefly Google to see because I'm pretty sure they're walking off at midnight, but let me just check here. Okay, that's 2 days ago. No, I need to know. Quebec rolls out check delivery operations. That's not as useful.
Also, not your province. Is all of Canada going on strike or just your
I have
province?
no Not sure. It's confusing. Labor discussion updates. That's from CanadaPost.ca. Read the latest updates. Okay, May 25th, which is 2 days ago. That seems not as up to date as I would prefer. Received responses to our global offers, blah, blah, blah. Okay,
I
that
can't
is
think of a
not useful.
word and I have to open a program to do it.
Okay, what does that
Find
mean?
a word. Hi, Pages. Welcome to this century. Release. That's the word I needed. Release.
A job action. I don't know what that means. 32-day national strike. Something. Yes.
Okay.
Canada Post is facing an existential crisis. Oh, okay. Did you know that a postal service can have an existential crisis? I didn't.
I didn't know that.
No. Oh, King Charles says that we are indeed strong and free. That's very cute. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading my own country's news.
Okay.
I have no idea if
For
they're
an
gonna go on
upper, do you
strike
want
or
to read
not.
my country's?
What is it? No! That's frying pan into the fire, my friend. Frying pan bad enough. No fire, please.
I feel like it doesn't get more sarcastic than that. Like,
No, it
that's the
doesn't.
top of the
No, it
sarcasm
doesn't.
meter.
It is off the charts. The Richter scale does not apply.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
start reviewing my calendar and also maybe get a guanfacine because
Okay.
yikes.
Yikes indeed. Where the ever loving
Today is
is
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. Um Grape thread.
Can I not do any of my work today and just play with the toddler instead? Oh, wait, then the newsletter will not get out this month. The one I was going to put out early.
I said to a friend, I'm doing really badly emotionally, but that could change. And they said, yes, the day is still young. You never know. And I'm pretty sure that my friend knew I meant it could get worse, but they are being unreasonably optimistic about it. And I have not yet figured out a way to punish them.
Hey, first step towards getting up. Yay. Don't burn frying pans.
Do not burn frying pans, no.
Okay. Let's not.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I've made my to-do list. I am going to wish that I had a bathroom in the next room.
I still wish this for you.
It may still happen, apparently. So I'm not going to send in the charts from the therapist because it's no longer relevant. If they deny me refund, then I think I could appeal and send the charts then.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, it is out of my hands. So
Whoa.
now the next step, the next action on that is to complain to my friend who has already heard about that. Obviously.
Okay. I am here.
Thank you. I meant the friend I already texted, but
I actually knew that and still said what I said. Um, yeah, I'm getting uncomfortably close. I need to reschedule my adulting Monday. I think. Oh, hmm. Hmm. I am so filled with don't want us. There's so much I don't want to do. It's amazing how much I don't want to do. Okay. Doop a doop a doop a doo.
do 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 do. Hmm.
Boop a doo.
It's not my favorite outcome of that action. Oh. Trying to find a. Oh, there it is. What?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
It's a, well, that would be too long to say, but also not appropriate to say in this venue and also not interesting enough to be worth it.
A
A large
very spirit.
combinations of oh nothings. That's been happening a lot lately where my brain goes somewhere and somebody's like, wait, what? I was like, hey, this is not interesting enough for us to go down.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Zoc. That was not like sighing that Ozok exists. That was just mimicking the tone and then duplicating with another word that's relevant in this context. Because I do not want to cause anybody RSD for any reason, especially not when I'm just being silly. And by just being, I don't mean to imply that if I did cause RSD, to diminish it. I do apologize. Um, so
As I said, I have so many oh nothings,
that
right?
is a big mood.
Big
Big
mood.
time mood, my friend. Okay. Ollie has relatively organized their physical stuff here, which works very well for me. I'm actually making incredible progress on organizing my office. It is now no longer no longer uh like the the um the the metaphor I use for an office that is uh treacherous for traversing is Indiana Jones. If I have to Indiana Jones my way into my office, I am not pleased with that. Like, you know,
Right.
leaping over things and dodging under things and so forth. Uh, yeah. So currently, it is a normal human walk into a library kind of an experience, as opposed to an Indiana Jones on the job experience, which is preferable
Good.
for me.
I think that's better.
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, Indiana Jones is great, but you know, just getting into one's office, I feel shouldn't be hazardous
Uh-huh.
to one's health and or joints. I will be right back. I'm gonna have a bio break.
Okay. By the way, we are gonna have a bonus review on Friday. I think maybe Ollie's gonna be late, but of course they take out their AirPods before they go to the bio break. So I will ask them upon their return. Okay. I will try to do this at 9:30. Wow, I won't want to. So I'm scheduling co-working for physical therapy because I am not very good at doing it on my own. Uh, Monday, it feels fairly likely I'll end up doing it anyway or getting another thing scheduled. The morning is really full. $3:15 in the afternoon. Okay. I should schedule a virtual. Okay. So I saw something that's missing from my calendar. I need to schedule a personal training appointment. Oh, sorry you won't be here. Oh, totally missing Friday. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fairly common. We will deal. But we're doing it, and I'm going to do a review of some kind. Oh, Wednesday, June 4th. Physical therapy, Wednesday, June 4th. That is a lowish risk, but not zero risk of having a client schedule then. And then I need to schedule it with the actual provider. Hearing lots of no-nos from the next room. Health. Sign in. June 5th. I already know what I want. Looks like maybe there isn't one. Yeah, I'm not very interested in doing it with somebody else. Okay. Oh, I did not realize where I was in the time. Well, then I will do this one. Please don't make me start the calendar over again. Thank you. You are. You did not remember what I said. Show me the calendar, please. Go to the next month. Just go back. Okay. Thank you. July 3rd. And then not July 3rd, but not the 10th. And then again on the 17th, which is Disneyland's birthday, not Disney's birthday. Okay. Oh crap, I think I didn't add one of them to the calendar. Yeah, I didn't. Oops. So one of them will probably be in my email. Two of them. Almost done. Pretty sure this is the other one I didn't do. Add to calendar. Ollie. Nope. Still can't hear me. Okay. Think I got all of those. Oh, geez. You know, there's reasons that this native calendar is not my favorite one.
Hello.
Hi. Is it true that you will be running late to our bonus review on Friday, right?
Repeat. I didn't hear all of that.
You will be running late to our bonus review on Friday?
Slightly, yes.
Finish. Checking. Okay, I did that. All right. I discovered something amazing and awesome. About a particular app I love and the way they have their widgets set up. And it requires way too long to say the details, but
the details are exciting.
It's awesome. Like, I'm like, should I make a video about it? I don't know. It's pretty niche. Put these guys in. Food. Okay. All right. I am overdue to go on a break. I don't think there's anyone else here, so I wasn't necessarily I was gonna just reset the timer, which if you're ever watching and don't want me to do that, just send a message. I don't know who actually uses the timer. Anyway, I will see you after a break.
Okay. I'll be here.
Hi. I was making food and my mother-in-law showed up. I'm still hungry and haven't eaten it yet. And I just suddenly realized, oh, right, I'm supposed to be somewhere.
Yep.
Is your review making progress?
I am not stalled. I don't feel like progress is the appropriate word, but I am not stalled. I think that's more of a impatience thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That makes sense. So I am ravenous. So I'm probably going to just work for this amount of time and then go.
Mm-hmm.
Still eat my food because I'm ravenous.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't schedule any other co-working, but okay, I need to check that all the physical therapy appointments are there. accept. Let's make sure. Oh, jeez. That's interesting. The ones that I added directly from the website, I have to hit accept, and the ones that I had to add from the email because I forgot, I don't. Okay. Yay. Wait, what is this? That is an accident. Okay. Programming note of work of importance. Hey, Ollie.
Yo.
I don't know if I will be here on the 10th or not for weekly review.
Mm-hmm.
Because I may be in jury duty, but maybe I'll have gotten myself out of it by then. And I don't know.
All right. I have a therapy session scheduled for 9 a.m. Pacific. So I think that we should unfortunately probably skip that one.
Well, I mean, if I'm not in jury duty, I want to be there. So you mean if I'm in jury duty?
Yes, but in terms of scheduling it, I can't, I won't be starting it, at least not at the right time. So in terms of scheduling it, Ollie is not the guy. Does that make sense?
Well, I was going to schedule it anyway, but in terms
Okay.
of covering it, you're not the person to cover
Correct.
it. So
Yes.
if I can't do it, it will be canceled. So the 10th is a maybe because I don't know. What did I just do?
I will, since I have the calendar up here, I'm going to alter that item in our shared calendar.
Yeah, and I did not know you had an appointment then. So we both forgot to mention stuff for the 10th when we did our calendar review yesterday.
Yes. Yes, it did not occur to me to mention that in connection with the stream.
I'm guessing it was because I was like, oh, hey, I'm not available. And then like we didn't go backwards. We probably just continued from Journeyman or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's my headcanon since I don't recall, but I think there were a few times that happened where we ran ahead. Yep. Okay. Okay, I did thing. They are there. Appointments are there. I scheduled co-working. Okay, I will update the project related to grandparent calendar.
Nice.
I think it's just fix calendar on Chris's phone is the next step. And then another step is buy new thing. But I'd already spent a bunch of time trying to found a cheap one and did not realize it said don't do it on walls with texture. How often do you in your life see walls with no texture on them?
Do you mean like a floral pattern or like absolutely smooth with no three-dimensionality of our current reality?
Smooth with no bumps on it, no texture on the wall.
Uh,
In a
I'm
house.
I understand in a house. I'm being too autistic to engage, unfortunately, with this. Is it really important that I answer?
The answer is you don't see it.
Okay,
That's
thank
the
you.
answer. You don't see it. Real houses have texture on their walls.
Yes.
Almost always. Like the only time you don't is when your wall is a slab of concrete.
Okay.
So the thing was a bad purchase. I will try to find that project and update it. Don't like the Zoom controls. I want them to go away. Okay. Oh, crap. I am not proud of losing the thread of this thing. Okay. Break. What's the other thing I wanted to do? Fine, whatever.
All right. And now, due to overwhelm, meaning that I just have to go top to bottom in my list, I am going to write some automations.
Okay.
Or rather, I'm going to write some shortcuts, which will be automations eventually.
Elliptical might be preferred. I have hit the point where websites are so unusable because of their ads that on my phone I basically can't Google stuff because I need an ad blocker because the websites constantly reload themselves. Like it makes me insane.
Yes, even more insane than you already were.
Exactly, which is a serious problem.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ozok is doing stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right. I'm supposed to be wrapping up. Okay, I did. I actually reviewed the project. Go me.
Hey. Okay, so
I don't feel like I can make myself engage in repetitive calendar updating of a calendar that nobody will effing see right now. But I feel pretty good about this guy. And I will, well, I should probably look at my calendar way other than thinking about physical therapy. Okay. I will do that upon my return, hopefully very shortly. And then I will plan my garden project, probably. She sounds so confident.
she does.
Oh, there were snippets of music that were coming through apparently for a moment.
Oh,
and always happy to provide layers of abstraction around stuff you're doing. That's all right. I will be right back.
okay. I think I've set those up well enough that I can proceed on the iPad, except that I can't because, wait. Um, okay. I need to think about this. So this one is inbox. Okay, let's assume that I can write the shortcut in here and then insert it into that, which I think is true.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm going to try to review the rest of project very quickly.
Mm.
Oh, right. I found one I need to fix. Aren't visual calendars amazing?
They are one of the coolest inventions of humans, really.
Okay, and then I will say in arrange co-working.
All right. I have automations. 2 more of them. I think there was another one that I wanted to make. And the wording of them is probably going to need to change, but they exist. And so now the next time that happens, I also wanted to do one for PayPal.
I have a feeling I will actually need to do a significant amount of calendar review at the bonus review on Friday. And it's a little bit less of a bonus since I may or may not get my Tuesday one next week.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just tilt this up so y'all don't have to see me eat, but I'm real hungry. There we go.
Okay, email. Subject contains
I have one of those appointments this week that it's like, oh, after that, I may significantly better understand my future life. So I will be able to plan more. So hence. Bonus review. Oh no, I'll get one the following. It's the week after that. I may not get one. We did plan our next bonus review after that. It is not until June 20th on Friday. Mostly people haven't been coming to them at all. So not a big deal. But that is a good question. Me brain that you just came up with. Okay. Oh, I also have, oh my gosh. Apparently I'm doing a mind sweep right now. At least a mini one. Because my brain's like, oh, what about this? What about this? What about this? Which is fine because I'm about to go into project planning. And I'm in the messy phase.
Ooh, that could be really bad.
The messy phase of planning is really bad, or something in your review is really bad?
The shortcut I'm running is I'm asking it to dump the entire contents of an email, an automated PayPal email, into the description of a Todoist task. That could be really bad.
Yeah.
I don't entirely know if there's a way to create a shortcut that gets only a specific part of an email, like a body.
Yeah. And then
you know what?
I'm going to share a pet peeve in the chat. Oh, yeah. Sometimes Ollie's music does Zoom does not successfully suppress it. Much of the time it does, but then every once in a while it just kind of comes in and then goes. The other day without the AirPod, I think this was over Discord as opposed to Zoom, but it was like cutting in and out in an intensely uncomfortable way. And for a neurodiverse person, I am not that sensory sensitive, but oh my goodness, it was distinctly unpleasant. They put their AirPod in, it was fine. But yeah, it comes in and goes. Confidence, willing to try based on past experience is especially success. I can't remember why we're talking about confidence, but yeah, you've been busy Fridays, totally. Eventually you'll be less busy then. Totally get it. Yeah, no, the music's only a problem for copyright strikes, which like I have one video on that's like, oh, this has a copyright strike. It's intentional. I knew it was going to play. And it was like, you can't monetize that. It was like, oh, YouTube, you don't let me monetize anyway. You mean you can't monetize? I don't care. If I could say never have ads on my channel and then I'd never make money, I would totally do that. But they don't let me do that. There's going to be ads one way or the other. When somebody is able to monetize, either they get a cut or they don't. And so I probably, given that that's the case, if I ever get there, I may say sure. But
yeah,
I would because this isn't where I make my money.
Yep.
I would prefer to say I would like to provide you with an ad-free experience and not take a cut. But they don't like to do that. Somebody was like, "Oh, I like that this video in the comment didn't have that many ads." I was like, "Oh, well, honey, I don't control that at all. I would if I could, but I don't have that in my authority." Anyway, screen. I have these videos on screen time that I recorded a long time ago. It was last year sometime. And I would like to put them out into the world before Apple announces that they're changing the way everything looks, which is what the rumors say. And like, I really want to get them out. They've been like done by Derek for a long time. I just needed to finish them. And I got frustrated and quit at some point. And I need to get back to it because I want to put them out. I've already paid for these. I want to just finish them and put them out. It's not very motivating because since I made them, a lot of people are like, yeah, screen time's useless. Like, they actually compared the data, which is still better than our own observational data, but it is occasionally missing extra data when you sync between devices. But I still have those voices in my head saying, oh, it's not useful anyway, like not motivating me to finish them. So I'm trying to find time in my calendar to do them. But also, it's nice outside, so I don't want to be inside when it's nice out. Although I need to remember, I have a bicycle desk in the backyard. Just because I'm at my computer does not mean I have to be inside. All or nothing thinking, right?
Yeah. Okay, that took me like half an hour.
I know. Okay. And I'm trying to I've got a couple blocks of time and I want to kind of assign because I was like, oh, what am I doing Friday after the review? Okay. That is a sensical thing to do. I would like to look for a task that goes with that. Let's try this. Actually, I'm going to do this. I don't know what just happened, but I don't want it. Hmm. Hmm. The amount of music that's getting through, it pretty much sounds like you're in an industrial factory.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Do not have a lot of time left. I will review my come on, respond. Okay. Wow, that feels like my active marketing project for like ever. Okay. Okay. Um, this is what I'm gonna do today.
I just texted someone. I'm the single neurodivergent on planet Earth who can identify actors at all.
You are not the single. I know others.
No. I'm the only one. I'm sorry. I don't care what you're saying. It's a lie. I'm the only one. It is my in my soul charge.
It's as I said, it's not useful enough is so demotivating. Yup. Agree. Outside has allergens and sunlight. I know that you and I have different feels about outside.
Outside is perfectly fine as long as it stays away from me. I prefer to be moving fast so that nature can't come and make it my problem.
Sharing a pet peeve in the chat. You meant the Zoom chat. No, I got distracted on the way to sharing the pet peeve with you, and now I don't remember what it was. No, I was going to share it with you, Ozak. I just got distracted. Ozak says, I can recognize some actors sometimes.
No, you can't. No.
You're proving Ollie's point a little bit.
Nope.
Even I can recognize some sometimes, please.
No.
Ozak agrees with you. Outside is better on a bicycle.
Yep.
Whereas I like have minimum outside requirements, or like I go a little nutty. So yeah, my outside needs are probably the most like the idea of high maintenance, which is really pretty insulting, but that is my highest maintenance characteristic, is needing to be outside.
The thing about high maintenance is the dictionary definition is needing a lot of work to keep in good condition. The informal / colloquial is demanding a lot of attention. Okay. So high maintenance, when I use it, I use the literal dictionary definition, not the colloquial or the informal, meaning I take a lot of maintenance to be in good condition. And I know that because I'm the one who does all of it.
I actually do mostly hear people mean it that way, but there's also like a derogatory thing associated with it.
Meaning
but that
somebody
only comes
else
from people.
does the maintenance. Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, really?
Yes, but it also is coming from somebody whose body works perfectly well with very few needs.
Right. Yes.
And so yeah.
I have now
think that sometimes there is an attention component, but when I hear it in my head, and most people hear things in their head in the voice of one of their parents, that is what it is. I was saying bicycle desk, which could also be considered a bicycle. And that makes no. Bicycle desk doesn't make being outside okay. It makes doing work on my Mac okay because I'm outside. The need I have is the outside. So I think it's a little opposite. But I also enjoy moving outside more, unless I'm super sleep deprived, which it's a whole other thing. But in general, I find movement outside in a direction the best. But the bicycle desk outside is how I can stand to work on my computer. I'm like, I really love my Mac. I spent a lot of money on it. And yet I strategize my life to spend as little time on it as I can get away with. And since my paid work is largely on Zoom, that means I try to use it. Like all my sitting at a computer spoons get used up before I get any like other worky work done. Oh, like doing your own nails is sometimes considered performing high maintenance self-care. Anyway, I'm like, well, if you've never had a serious health condition, for example, like that is literal high maintenance, but what are you gonna do?
I have taken to saying
it's true. That is true, Zach.
I am a self-maintaining high maintenance, and then people tend to calm down.
Yeah, no, it's like no, different people's meat sacks require different maintenance levels. It's sort of like, if you have a really old, not that well made car, but can't afford a different car, like the car requires a lot of maintenance. And that sucks, but it's also your option right now. Or maybe bicycle, as the case may be. Like a self-cleaning cat.
I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, that's awesome.
Ollie, a particular conference, and you could probably guess which one, said that they were going to let people know about speaking early in May. And then they had an issue that was, anyway, like they needed more time to let people know. So they sent another thing saying, we'll let you know by the end of May. And I'm like, y'all are running out of time real fast. The end of May is approaching. Anyway, what am I doing? So I have a list. Oh, I was looking at the rest of the calendar and then I was writing stuff down. Did the calendar have anything else? Oh, and then I got distracted trying to see, like, did I get anything from conference yet? Because that would help me plan. Okay. I am looking through. I think I'm not seeing anything that demands my attention. Okay. Except I'm like, when am I going to plant all these plants? The answer is maybe today. also I should do other stuff today. Okay. I should go for a break. I am overdue to do so. And I will update the thing for it and probably not alter the timer because then I feel bad about like, yeah, May ends this weekend. Exactly. And I don't think you're going to send it out on a Saturday. So I'm very aware because my May newsletter has not gone out yet. And I spent a lot of time on it yesterday that did not result in it being done. And so I am feeling the end of May myself. And okay. I am going to do these things when I return. I don't know if I will do garden or healthcare or thing. I may give myself permission to do whichever one I want, or if the healthcare one doesn't sound that bad, just do that one. So I don't think I'm going to choose which I'm going to do when I get back. All right. I know it says the time is to start, but I'm going to go on my break now and let other people use the timers they see fit. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
So I do not know how long I was gone, but I did help my mother-in-law set up her calendar so that that calendar that I said there's no point right now because nobody could see it, she can now see it. So I might actually be able to engage with it.
Yep.
It's still not on the wall, but
Right. There's only so much we can do in limited period of time.
yay, I was not enough energy to eat at the table instead of the bed.
Hey.
Figuring out what's next in the way of getting outdoors to look at the plants. Okay. Oh, I can check off that thing that I put in my system. Hmm. Yay! Did the thing. Also found a problem with the existing calendar and fixed it. I didn't fix all of the old appointments, but I did fix them for moving forward. I don't know if you remember back in the days when the default for creating new calendars was a local calendar that only lived on your phone and didn't sync to the cloud. So if you lost your phone and didn't restore from a backup, you were SOL.
Hi. Sorry,
welcome, Ollie.
The gesture on the AirPods Pro mutes and the gesture on the wired headphones disconnects the call. I actually have to go. Sorry, I interrupted you. Yeah. Time for nap time and stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Then a nap time you shall do.
Yes, I shall. Thank you everybody for being here. I got more than 0 done. It was a lot of emotionally 2-minute actions, so that's better than nothing. Yeah, cool. All right, thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay. Projects to plan. Okay. I am not actively hating the healthcare one in this moment. So I will look up the things and try to engage with them. So basically, I'm going to talk to another doctor on Thursday, and then they will give me other advice about other things. And either after I meet with them, I will feel motivated to do these tasks, these other healthcare planning projects, or I will feel like they're already overdue. Not awesome. Or also equally unmotivating that they are maybe overdue, like with the dead plants, right? It was like, do I want to know if they're actually overdue and it's too late, or just never look at them until it really is too late? Because healthcare is so taxing to engage with. So I think it would be best if I set out my actions now and then not risk that they feel overdue on Thursday when I meet to speak with a different medical practitioner. There are some times when I'm particularly exhausted that I find myself thinking, and yes, I'm working during the break time. I am all kinds of messed up today. Hopefully this way somebody else can use it as an accurate Pomodoro. um what was I I saying? Oh, sometimes it feels like the punishment for successfully finishing a project, or at least mostly finishing it to the point where you're like, yeah, I could take on another one, is you have to take on another one. Like, oh, I got this thing mostly taken care of. You know, I wasn't going to tackle looking for a dentist for my offspring until we tackled this other sleep thing. The sleep thing is not awesome, but okay. And so, crap, I don't want to tackle finding a dentist for my kid. Anyway, he needs one. I have parent guilt that he doesn't have one already, but I don't want to deal with it either. So, you're looking at diary and task list. Yay! I'm very proud. And I am going to look at what are the things I wrote down that I should do for health things. Ew, I had another side thing. Oh my gosh. Improvements. Okay. Okay. Brain. What are we doing right now? Brain. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do something different than what I just said. I'm still going to do this project, but I'm going to start it as a things to do and not because like sometimes it feels like I am. You settle up and it's okay enough, which doesn't happen on purpose for that shape of avoidance. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so if I go look at it, I'm going to focus on only the things that I have to do that I don't want to, that I already wrote down and that I was already feeling resistance to. Instead, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I had no idea it was this late. What even is time? Okay. So I'm going to think about what are the things I would ideally like to do. And then, though, but also like just brainstorm. So I'm gonna start with brainstorming, which is a way better energy. Are there pediatric dentists that don't require toilet training as a prerequisite? Toilet training never occurred to me as being related to dentistry. If it is, then I guess I'm host because I didn't think of that. No, I mean, probably I'm just gonna ask somebody I know because avoiding a long search sounds less crappy. Or at the very least investigate person I know. Anyway, but that is not this one. It's related, which is why I thought of it. Okay, ideally I would do this periodically. Not week. That is not the unit of time I meant to write down. Mhm. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, and then what else did I want to do that sounds more fun? Oh, right. And these are really like very ideal things like, okay, if you know that you're going to be less able to do things, then it's nice to have things planned in advance. So ideally there's some video workflows I would have improved. Um it's the wrong word. It's the word where you have things preloaded. The opposite of a backlog. Well, the opposite by some definitions anyway. Let's see. Hmm. Tab. I should set a timer. Set timer for 2 minutes because I'm Googling something and Googling is dangerous. Okay. I think I looked up on a slight tangent. Oh, it set a not that's not a 2-minute timer. Um it set a timer. It's just the wrong duration. I looked up what I wanted so that I can advocate for myself with physician. Okay. They also need to write up things for this. Side thing I need to ask that I don't want to because I'm uncomfortable. Mm, that will not be that timing, probably. I am wondering why I'm staring out my window with weird looks on my face. I am contemplating an awkward conversation with a doctor and how it might go and rehearsing it. Okay. Okay. That is what I want to know. Hmm. Hmm. Um, ah, somebody got behind. Oops. Just tangentially reminded that if you don't recognize or that you don't reliably recognize in real life people either. I have a huge delay before I place somebody. Like I have delayed on my sister. It got me into trouble at Disneyland where like I was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" and then didn't realize that this person did not know me as me. And yeah. Um I have a very big delay. And yeah, but what I really suck at is the translation between a still image and a 3D person. I do not do those translations well, which really sucked when I was the PA on a red carpet event. And I was supposed to be able to point out or notice when one of these recognizable people on a list showed up. And I realized, oh, there is something, this is long before diagnosis, there is something off about my brain because everyone else seems to be able to do this but me. Like, yeah, it was rough. I was like, yeah, I'm seeing you. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Um, okay. Here's another item. My face is on the screen right now and even smaller in another app and not analyzing expressions. Yeah, it's fine. Um, okay. Um, hmm. Okay. Okay, what do I actually have written down? Because I did this and I was like, okay, it's not as many things as I thought. I mean, it's more than can be done usually because whatever. Oh, right. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Okay. Oh, I never highlighted this. Oh, I need to plan my garden project too. Okay, this got bigger than expected because I was like, oh, what else? Which helped me not avoid it, but it also means it's taken longer. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. Hmm. Okay. Um, oh, that's okay. Hmm. Yeah, I could probably let me do the screenshots. Okay. Okay. Um, mm, okay, I don't think I captured anything else. There's one other word I could look for. Oh, yeah, that's the other one. Oh. Okay, it is time for a break, like very, very much time for a break. I think the next step on this is to put them into my system, come up with the first action and put them into my system. So I will put that in here. First action into system. Okay. I do want to do this. So I'm going to try to do this one next. Put that in. Okay. I'm going to go a little over this time, I think, because I'm kind of on a roll. It is glorious, but I don't have therapy this afternoon, so I have a little longer to go for a walk if it's not too hot, as I look at my naked wrist. So I'll probably do one more section. All right, I'll see you after break. So I thought it was weird that I was like, oh yeah, the break, the timer's still going. That's weird. I didn't actually look at it very carefully or would have realized that it was about to end. Whoopsie doodle. Oh no, that's there we go. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to give my brain a little bit of break on this subject and do the other one first. So I started on this. I did start it. But I think oh. I think that was actually my thing to myself about what the next action was. Okay. Um hmm. Grown up. Okay. That is a reasonable walk task too, I think. Let me make sure that the document is in a place I can find it. The word release. Do, 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 do. Well, where did I put it? Okay, I'm gonna close all these, even though I don't know how much help they actually are. I'm still gonna keep them minimized until I'm ready to address that project again, which is not right now. Okay, this document would normally be where? Oh, excuse me. Forms to send. Fine. I will export it to there. Then. Oh. Oh, I need to do something. Okay. 971. Is that my phone number? Yes, yes, it is. Or not phone number, fax number. I have a fax number now. I have caught up to being a business person in 1990. It's so I can send medical release forms to doctors and communicate with my clients' physicians. But I got one finally. Beautiful. Okay. So what I need to do, save that, is keyboard. Oh, there we are. Keyboard shortcuts. That's not what I wanted at all. Text replacements. There we go. CWF with my fax number. Look at that. I have a fax number. No. Okay, there you go. Now let's. Okay, let's make you a PDF. This seems like I'm just doing a task, but actually, um, okay, there's the export. Look at that. Look me go. Dang it. Okay, so you now exist. And you are files in iCloud Drive shortcuts. Oops. And Okay. Okay. This is probably the next thing to do. Uh, um, okay. You are now in there, you beautiful thing. New facts, right? So fancy. Like how much it costs. Okay, so I'm paying like it was like a $5 setup and then like $5 a month or $3 a month plus paying for the facts, but like, a nickel a page or something like that. The one that because when I Google it, like they're all $20 a month easily. I'm like, I don't actually get paid more for doing this. It's a service. Anyway, in fact, it's more admin and not more payment. But so yeah, I do not plan to use any paper whatsoever. I have an app that I get them from, and it is Fax Age. And all of their plans are HIPAA compliant. We're state of emotions, kind of happy, but also somewhat crash. I'm sorry. Crash, but not mad about it. I wonder what I'm doing. I don't know. You got up and got food? I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I plan to have this be a zero paper situation. I need to send a text test fax. That's a thing I need to do. Send a test fax with Caitlin. Probably best to be at my Mac. Online. And defer until probably Tuesday. No, not today. Defer 1 week. Thank you. Because Caitlin is only working 1 day this week and then goes on a retreat. And I'm like, she's not going to want to do it the first day she's back at work. Caitlin is a friend who works in the medical industry and therefore gets and sends faxes all the time and has promised to use her superpowers for much evil to send me prank faxes, which is a glorious way to test my fax machine capabilities before an actual doctor tries to get a hold of me. Or doctor's staff, as is the more likely case. Okay. I officially have updated this project. Okay, I would like to do one other thing. I would like to find. There we go. Here's the thing. Wait, do I already have it? And I've just been. No, no, I have not done it. I really am this bad. Mary. Oh. When you spell Mary Mart, you get a different set of results. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't get to any of my cleaning out stuff. Okay. Yay! I did a thing. Mm. Okay, this is out. I made a horrible noise. I'm so sorry. Um, and now I just want to sing Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary. How does your garden grow? Okay. With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. And I'm also like, oh, what? Do they just stand there all day? That sounds like a terrible idea. Hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I think of this involves a lot more automations, but I don't need to plan these out today. I already have my next action. Basically, this is not like a pretty thing of planning this item. It's all the lists of things I was downloading from my brain when I was coming home from AppSard, which included this project and other things. Awake again ish. Eep. Ooh, leftover French toast from dinner. That actually sounds pretty good. Okay. Mm. Okay. Back to this page. I have updated. Go me. Okay, these guys all need their first action. All right. Okay. That does not have a first action. Okay. One involves looking over the finances of a previous thing. I sincerely don't want to do this. Okay. Um, all right. Hello, keyboard. Okay. Okay, that is a decent first action. And then oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so I got to one, like the other ones are like, okay, ask for a recommendation, ask, medical professionals if this is still a thing that they want me to do, or if this is a thing they want me to do, which is like a call to the office or whatever. This other one is review finances to make sure they're fine. I am never going to want to do this. It is never going to feel like it's moving anything forward. And this sounds awful, but I feel like being forced to do it with me should probably be a thing I make my spouse do with me. And it is like, it is torture for both of us. And I don't think it is more something I am capable of doing, I guess. He does not currently have the information. It will definitely just not happen if I put it on him. So I think that feels fair, which is perhaps not the kindest thing, is okay, when are you going to sit down and do this with me? Because I don't want to. Because there's always something else important to do that won't suck as much as this. So okay, I think that's the way I can get it done. And then I think these other ones are just like nice to haves. So they're the more fun ones, but they're just nice to haves. Okay. I don't want to write the Y on these. So these would be like um okay. Urgh. My keyboard. Anyway. Okay. 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 And this goes in mind map. Okay. Then the other one is call. Uh, I could theoretically do that. Okay. Yes, I'm running out of time. Seriously. Recommendation: melt cheddar. Oh, French toast. Melt cheddar onto it and then turn over and fry the cheddar itself. Ooh, yeah. Batch of cookies, then doing any of the tests on the list or any of their prerequisites. You know what? They say, uh, you know, an object in motion tends to remain in motion. And I feel like sometimes that applies to doing stuff. Like if you don't feel like doing the stuff you should do, maybe it's okay to just make sure you're doing anything. My friend, who's also an ADHD coach, is fond of saying, it's okay if you need to do laundry desperately. Don't scroll your phone on your couch. You at least need to go stand by the washer or the laundry basket to do it, because at least you've gotten a little bit of the thing out of the way. But anyway, yeah. But do whatever you do to make sure that you get to the other meeting, because some people like get on Zoom like way early as an ADHD like adjustment. I don't know if it's a Zoom appointment or not, but yeah, I respect that. I will let somebody in at the actual start time, because usually I'm doing prep tasks, but yeah, like never be embarrassed to do that. Yeah, I can totally see that they're there early, but I respect it because it's like a good ADHD accommodation. It's really hard to get there at the right time. Blood work. Okay. Do fasting. Um, Calm business. And here's a reminder when it's way too late that I meant to look at more OmniFocus stuff and not plan for longer. I mean, I have the time limit in there, but it keeps happening because I keep not planning stuff outside of here. I was better at that, but I guess I'm not now. Okay, these are all. I'm not going to flag them right now because then I probably won't do any of them. But they're here and they're fresh. And if I'm able to interact with them this week, that's great. But I also need to get a real ID. Actually, I really should do that this week or next week. Because I should, if I have a problem, I should find out about that before. Well, there's still time to do something about it. No. But you don't go here, you go where? Okay, I will do that thing. Okay. But none of those are the thing I really need to do today, which is finish my freaking newsletter. Hey, sitting up and combing your hair. That's pretty good. What? No one is talking to you, Siri. Okay. Okay. Hey, relocating to laptop. Yay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. It is time for me to jump off. We have a bonus one this Friday, so in 3 days. And then we'll meet again on the 3rd. There's a chance the 10th might be canceled, but we won't know that until the day before. I wish we had a weekly review channel again so that I could say it somewhere. Anyway, we won't worry about that too much. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully you got some good stuff done. I did, never as much as I hoped, but I got some good stuff done. I will talk to you later.